Hey, it's Brandon Bornancin with Seamless.ai, and I am here in Miami with the one and only Mr. Grant Cardone. Good to see you.
Appreciate you, man.
So we've been here.
I got to tell you, it's so disheartening and sad to hear about what's going on in your industry with the people that follow what you're doing.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And it's going to get worse, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping people really pay attention to what we're doing in January. We're doing a 5-day event. We'd like you to join to show you how to get $1 billion worth of movement going forward and use this contraction that we're going through as a pivotal point for you and your family.
Yeah, and this is the reason why we're here. So we had an offsite mastermind, and this man luckily worked with Danielle, my team, and I, and we were able to have one of the greatest growth years ever during COVID due to the coaching. And you talked to us about mindset, sales, marketing, how we got to go all out now, then wait. Customer success obsession, communication, and scaling. Talk about building an unbreakable business.
Well, look, what happens we're going to go through a contraction here. Some of you have already experienced it. We were talking about the millions of layoffs already. Nobody's telling you, by the way. It's not even in the news. You can't even find it. BlackRock, major $5 trillion company, wrote up $1.7 trillion in March of this year. Nobody even knows this is going on. But if you've lost your job or been affected already, you know there's a recession and the government's lying to you about it. By January 2023, this thing's going to get ugly, and by mid next year, it's going to be obvious to the entire world that you were being lied to. Jobs will be lost, advertising's dropping off, there'll be inventory gluts around the world, gluts, not problems, okay, which will bring lower prices and less employment. This 5 days is about how you can expand through this, not contract, not be a victim or statistic of it, but how you can actually be a hero because of it. And I say that because I have used 4 major contractions in my career, going all the way back to when I was 25 years old, to literally propel me forward to today. We have about $8 billion worth of business that started with nothing, no money, no debt, but an opportunity. And that opportunity did not look like an opportunity at the time. It looked like a contraction or a recession, or in some cases, even a depression.
Grant is hosting a free event, January 24th through the 28th.
There'll be over 1 million. This will be the largest online educational event ever
that exists
put together.
And why I wanted to get with Grant is we're going to give you the world's best sales leads with Seamless. But if you have the right leads with the wrong mindset,
right,
or what are some of
you don't know how to retarget that lead, right? You can't. It takes 8 to 12 contacts to actually, once you get a contact, it takes maybe 8 to 12 times to even close that deal. What we want to do is show you how to shorten that lead time, because you're going to need business faster, not longer. You're not going to have more time later. You're going to have less time and less money.
Because you're predicting this is going to be like one of the worst things we've ever seen in a long time.
This is going to be at least 2008 or worse.
And
okay, with a whole lot of different parameters. It's going to go hit an upper level of people that have never been hit before. Remember, 2008 was a contraction of mortgage, basically mortgage fraud. And it was, no offense, but the guy that was delivering pizzas and driving Uber was buying 3 and 4 and 5 homes. That didn't happen in this cycle. What happened in this cycle was institutions with trillions of dollars of deals. Those deals will be lost. Those are going to become massive opportunities in this marketplace. Now, you might not be in that. Maybe you're in the tech industry and you're like, you don't even know that's going on. You need to be aware that that's going on to see the opportunities. Jeff Bezos did not start Amazon because he was trying to sell books. He saw traffic patterns. He saw movement. This is what wealthy people do. They look for patterns. They're following money. And we're going to be sharing with you over these 5 days the next great opportunities for you and your family to turn this contraction, to pivot into it, like I have in my career. I pivoted many, many times to become who I am today. And I'm going to show you and this is not a new thing. This has been done for hundreds and hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years, where wealthy families and even dynasties have looked at these moments of contraction and figured out how to expand. First, you got to make a decision. I'm going to be bigger on the other side. Second thing is you got to assess all your assets and liabilities. This has been done for centuries now. And the third thing is, What is the network of people that you're going to influence and put into action to take advantage of the strategies that you'll need to expand?
And you guys have this all day. It's for 5 days straight.
5 days. The 5 days, I'm going to be going over the exact points that you need. 1, the decision. 2, the marketing. What is the message to you, your family, your public, the people around you, your customers? 3, how do you start monetizing that as quickly as possible? I'll monetize faster through this cycle than I did COVID, and COVID was unbelievable for us. I literally expanded my portfolio of businesses during the 2008 global recession faster. Why? Because there was less competition.
Wow. So, everyone tuning in, Grant and his team put together world-class training, a free challenge. It's called the Unbreakable Business Challenge, January 24th through the 28th. All they have to do, it costs nothing.
You'll get $1 billion worth of advice on day 1.
But it could
On day 1, not day 5, day 1. Day 1 will be worth $1 billion to you.
This costs you nothing, but it can make you everything and change your future forever. Click the link below.
Yeah, and you don't know what you don't know, right? So you're like, I've been to a bunch of this stuff before. I went to this or I went to that. This is not motivational. This is not how to get excited. This is exact strategies you and your family. And I strongly encourage you guys to watch this with your family. You got a 3-year-old, a 13-year-old, your wife, your husband. Have everybody watch this. Spend 5 days, the 5 days in January, to decide whether your year is going to be better than last year or is it going to be worse. Because it won't be the same. Can't be.
Click the link below.